Hello everyone. Today I'm here to talk to you about my new aromatherapy line under the Apothecary. It's called Elemental Aromatherapy, and it is designed both for the natural health practitioner and therapist as much as it is for the common layperson, but it is designed overall with a much more therapeutic bent rather than a cosmetic goal or a scent goal. Although they do still smell really good and they are going to do really amazing things for your skin. So, elemental aromatherapy is really the distillation of over 10 years of experience with essential oils, both with my own personal experience and then also myself working through some health issues and learning a lot about alternative health practices and learning about the different elements in Ayurvedic medicine as well as traditional Chinese medicine, and then learning about those things in a more formal setting as part of both of my aromatherapy certifications. So, with elemental aromatherapy, my goal was to, if someone asked me, hey, I'm having this situation or I have this feeling in my body or I'm struggling with this issue, that I would have something that I could immediately recommend to that person based on whatever their symptomology is, that I know is properly diluted, that I know is going to be safe for them, and that I know based on what they're telling me may help whatever imbalance is happening in the body. So, what the elements represent in Ayurvedic medicine as well as traditional Chinese medicine is not the same thing as what we think of as elements now in modern science. Our sciences talk about the elements like, hydrogen or, helium or things like that when we're talking about atomic science. But when we're talking about the elements from a more traditional standpoint, we're talking about sort of the way that that particular thing functions in nature, and then the parallel way that that thing might be represented in the body's symptomology and how that element might help to describe that symptomology. So, for example, let's take the element of fire. So, fire is not an element in the way that we currently understand it, but it is an element in the traditional schools. So when we talk about fire element, we're talking about digestion, we're talking about metabolism, we're talking about energy and zest for life. And when fire element is out of balance in the body, it can manifest in certain ways. For instance, if we don't have enough fire element, we may have slow and sluggish digestion, different kinds of GI tract complaints. We may have reproductive issues, things of that nature. So that's just an example, but I actually have created a serum for fire element. So the system overall that I've created here represents the 5 elements in Ayurvedic practice. So we have fire, space, air, water, and earth. And the elements, as are understood in traditional Chinese medicine, would include an additional couple ones that are not addressed here that I may end up including later in the line, but for now I just wanted to get things rolling and have this available for people as they needed it. So let's take fire element for example, and this is Fire Serum. And this serum is in a 1 ounce bottle. The rest of the line is in 2 ounce bottles, so you can kind of see the size difference there. And the reason is because most of the essential oils in Fire Serum are what we call hot oils. They're hot oils, meaning they're potentially dermotoxic to the skin, or they might burn. If you think of cinnamon, and if you have cinnamon gum that's too hot or something like that, that's kind of what I mean by hot. So with this, I have this very diluted in safe dilution for people, but I want to encourage not overusing this. So with fire element, with fire serum, what you could do is if you are having some of those GI tract complaints, you can use a little bit of this serum on your abdomen and massage it down towards your descending colon a couple of times a day, and it should help to support your body with that issue and hopefully give you some comfort. On the total opposite end of the spectrum, we have something like space serum. So space as an element is something that's like really hard for us, especially as Westerners, to kind of wrap our heads around. But when I think of space, I think of space in the body. When we have too much space in the body, that's not good. When we have not enough space, that is also not good. We also can have the sensation in our life of not having enough space, not having room to grow or breathe or think. So it's kind of a working out of that and an expanding of things. So this has eucalyptus, frankincense, lime, helichrysum, and sweet marjoram. It's going to be really great to use during spiritual practices. You can help yourself to calm down with this. You can breathe more deeply with this. It's also good for helping with stuck emotions. So with stuck emotions, we feel like we don't have enough space. So space serum, really good for that. Now, something quite opposite of that is earth. So think of earth element, think of a bunch of dirt in your hands and think of the ground and think of the entire globe and just the weight of that and the weight of the groundedness of it. When you talk about the earth, you talk about feeling grounded. So with earth serum, I've put this in a very thick blend of carrier oils, castor oil and camelina oil. They're very thick, very almost syrupy. That's representative of earth element. Earth is heavier. It's more grounding. This is going to be really good for people that are feeling anxious, are feeling out of body, have a hard time staying embodied, people that are having a hard time relaxing, settling down, especially at the end of the day. And if you're having dry, itchy skin, this is also going to be really helpful for you. Castor oil is very emollient. So this is really great. Oh, it's also really great for people that are feeling angry and aggressive and not feeling in control of that. So this is a really great serum for that. This has Roman chamomile, yadamansi, melissa, cedarwood, and meaty attar, and it really does smell like the earth. It's wonderful. Then I have Air Hydrosol Spritzer. So all of the rest of the line is in serums, meaning you're going to be applying them dermally. You're going to be applying them to your skin. With Air Hydrosol Spritzer, I really wanted a medium that represented the air and that could be breathed in a more sort of direct way and a more regular way rather than just having the dermal application. So this is really special actually. Air Hydrosol Spritzer. The base of this is juniper berry hydrosol, which was craft distilled by myself and picked by myself and family members here on our land in North Dakota. It's a very laborious task, but it's very worth it. So the juniper berry spritzer is bright, it's sweet. Juniper berry is great for consolidating willpower, helping with healthy habits. It's really great for detoxing. It's really great for purification. And so when I think of air, I think of the lungs, I think of breathing, I think of purification, just taking deep breaths in. So this is going to be really great for somebody that's struggling with respiratory issues or that is feeling stressed and is having a hard time connecting to the breath and using that to sort of de-stress. So in this, along with the juniper berry hydrosol, there is a bunch of essential oils that are also trees, because trees are related to the lungs and lung health. So we have silver fir, pinyon pine, black spruce, rosemary, hyssop, and just a tiny bit of organic grain alcohol is in there to help as a dispersant for those essential oils. So this is a really great one. I also love this as a skin tonic or a skin toner. This is really, really beautiful stuff. And then the last one that's in the Elemental Aromatherapy line is water serum, one of my favorites. This is the one that you know, maybe smells the prettiest, is the most like a traditional perfume. And the reason is that water is associated with females, with a female aspect of our energy. It's associated with reproduction. It's associated with night, with being calm, things like that. And so this serum is going to be really good for anybody who is battling with not really feeling connected to their heart or their emotions. Also, if they're having a hard time having compassion, this is really great for people that could use some nurturing in their life. This is really great for people that have some kind of hormonal disruption happening, or if you have bad PMS or bad periods or something like that, this is really great for you. So this is olive oil and marula oil. Marula oil is this beautiful, rich oil. It has a lot of suspended particles in it, so if you look at your serum and you see things floating in it, that's totally normal. It's raw marula oil, and it's so nourishing for your skin, very emollient. And then we have lavender, mandarin, sampire, German chamomile, palmarosa, and Cape chamomile essential oils. And this is actually blue in color because of the chamomiles in it. They have a compound in them called chamazulene that is blue in color. So if you see that, that's normal, and just go ahead and shake it up before you use it. I really want to encourage you to apply this to your heart chakra, especially, but really anywhere on your body. And this would be one that would be especially helpful to be used in conjunction with a hydrosol. So, a hydrosol is just one of the byproducts of the distillation process. They smell beautiful and they're very safe for everyone. And I really like to use them in conjunction with a serum. I have tons of them on my website, so go ahead and look at them there. So, these are all available now on my website, prairiearomatherapy.com. And you could use them one at a time or buy the whole thing and use them in conjunction with one another. Look at the pictures. If you are drawn to a certain element, I would encourage you to also listen to that, because our instincts really are wise. And when we can tune into them, they often tell us what we're needing. Or if you know of somebody that is struggling with any of the issues that I mentioned, might make a really great gift to gift them this for the holiday season or birthday or some other special occasion. If you have any questions, go ahead and contact me on my website, and I'll see you later.